And we're talking to John Power, the new head football coach at Columbia. And the practice just breaking up here at Underhill Complex, Lynn Profeta Field. Coach, for those who don't know you, what's your quick... Now, you were at Penn State last year?
Yes, sir. I had the opportunity to work with Bill O'Brien at Penn State for a year. I had known Bill in a previous lifetime and had the opportunity to come up. He was recruiting Christian Hackenberg from Fork Union Military Academy, where I was, and we ran into each other there. And from there, I was offered a job and was able to go to Penn State, which was an outstanding experience.
Now, what was your coaching position at Penn State?
I was recruiting coordinator, handled recruiting for the nation.
Now that program has had obviously troubles, but it's come back great, and now they had a great season last year. They're having a great season this year.
Well, they did. It was obviously a tragedy up there, but Coach O'Brien and the Penn State nation did an outstanding job of holding it together and keeping them on the right track.
Now, tell people, before that, you were at, what was the academy?
I was at Fork Union Military Academy in Virginia. I was the offensive coordinator there, and I had actually attended Fork Union. I was not an outstanding football player. However, they've had multiple first-round draft choices and 2 Heisman winners, being Vinny Testaverde and Eddie George.
Excellent. So you definitely had great experience there. And you're a Jersey boy yourself before that?
Yes, I grew up in Berkeley Heights, had the opportunity to play then at Union High School. I graduated in '88, so I'm getting older. Vaguely remember that we won a couple of state titles there way back.
Now, what brought you into Columbia, and what's the feel you get after a couple weeks here preseason?
Well, toward the end of the season, I had been out of the house. I've been out of my house for about 2 years, and my wife is still here, and I wanted to come home. It was time to come home, and I saw that the Columbia job opened up in November, and I always felt that this could be an excellent program.
And obviously, Columbia's had a few tough years, but not too long ago we had a few good playoff runs and a good history.
There are athletes here, and they're also two great communities. And the kids here are outstanding high-character kids, and that's what you win with, high-character kids.
What are you finding in the roster you have for this season, which, of course, we're talking to you Thursday. It starts Friday night, correct? The first seasonal game.
We start tomorrow night against Seton Hall Prep.
And that's an away game for those who want to go.
It's at West Orange High School at 7 p.m. Obviously, it's a great rivalry. However, we have been on the short end of the stick here for a long, long time. Hopefully we have to make up 49 points. The score was 49-0 last year, so we have 49 points to make up, and we'll see tomorrow night how many we've made up.
What is the makeup of your roster compared to last year? Do you have many seniors, many return players, or a younger group from last year?
We have quite a mix. There's been an outstanding senior class that has really put forth a great effort and held the younger kids together and showed them what it is to work.
Who do you think will be some of the stars? Who's your quarterback, and who's probably your good running backs or receivers?
It's really going to be a team effort. We have a bunch of outstanding leaders. Jimmy Martinez, who is going to be our quarterback, is a great leader. C.J. Abism, Alex Reason, Zach Hines, and the list goes on. Vander Jackson. I could really go on and on. It's a team game, and we have some outstanding team players.
Did you get to see much film or anything of them last season, or are you coming in fresh with your own approach?
Well, really, it's something we kind of moved on. In talking to Coach Curtin, he did an outstanding job while he was here, and he had a lot of success. Unfortunately, it didn't go well last year, but overall, he did an outstanding job, and I'm excited about taking over the program.
What has he talked to you about the way the program has come up, and maybe any way that you would approach it differently or the same?
He was excited about the future of the program, and I'm going to keep our conversations private. But he's excited about the direction of it.
And what do you think is your approach? Do you do mostly for a high school team? Now, you've obviously coached high school, you've coached college. Do you use much of a ground game? Do you use an air game?
Well, I think
how do you kind of approach it with this level?
Really, what it comes down to is being fundamentally sound and teaching the game of football. Because at the end of the day, coaching, what is it? It's really teaching, and we need to teach these guys how to play football and to understand it. And for us, that's been the main focus, in getting these guys in the weight room, getting them strong, getting them physically fit and ready to play a rigorous schedule.
And do you think the conference, obviously this conference has had shakeups in the past, is the competition extremely difficult, tough, easy in some spots?
This is a very tough conference that week in, week out, you need to be prepared. They're great teams, great coaches, and it's an outstanding challenge week in, week out.
What do you think? What would you tell people is sort of your overall approach to coaching this team at this time, for those who might not know you?
Well, I think they need to understand that these kids are buying in. They're believing in what we're trying to do here, and they believe in each other. And that's really the thing that they need to understand, that they are talented and they can be successful, and they're going to prove that throughout the season.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.